Righto, this week we are talking about interchanges and substitutes.
Wow. Spud's quiz is back.
Yeah,
This is niche.
Is back. Wow. 4 questions. Alright. Question number 1. In what year was the blood rule brought in?
Oh.
Are we working together here?
Well, what do you guys want to do?
Why not?
Yeah, we'll work together.
Work together?
Yeah, okay. Now, what do you think brought this on? Because
Too many brawls.
I'm going to speculate that this, not to get too deep dive political topical, I think this might be like when the AIDS epidemic was going around and they didn't want blood.
Yeah, fair enough.
I might be completely wrong there, but I'd be thinking that's probably like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, that makes sense. I wouldn't have had a clue, but that actually makes sense.
I want to go like 91.
91?
Just because why not?
Yeah, let's just go with 91.
91. Close. 1994.
We're in the areas.
You're in the right areas.
Yeah.
You're probing.
It's not bad.
That's a good fact.
Righto. So this one we'll look for a range.
Alright, so you don't give us a range on that one.
No, you don't get a range on that. Because that's not the question.
Okay.
When did the green vest substitute exist? So I want a year to a year starting to a year ending.
Yeah.
I feel like you would know this.
I've got areas here.
Yeah.
So I think the first substitute in a grand final was Mitch Duncan in 2011. And I don't know who the Collingwood one was. It doesn't matter. They didn't win. So I reckon it's 2011, and I reckon it finished in 2015 because I think that Chris Marston and David Hale were the 2 last players to be ever subbed off. And that's some niche facts.
That's some good knowledge there.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to back you with that.
11 to 15.
Well, you should shake the man's hand because he's bang on the money.
There he is.
Righto. So you've touched on substitutes. You know what the era was. Can you tell me who the first player was to wear the green vest and get substituted in?
Well, if we think about this, it's got to be Richmond
Carlton. Yep.
Start of the season. There wouldn't have been a debutant back then because they wouldn't have known what to do with it back then. Do you reckon Richmond or Carlton? Richmond probably would have been playing really shit, so they would have wanted to bring on a sub early. So probably Richmond, right?
Yeah.
And probably someone fast.
Yeah, you would think so, but who?
Do you reckon we know this guy?
I know the name.
Well, you know the name. Do we know?
No. I know the name, and you know I'm not well versed in football, but I could not tell you what this player has done.
Yeah, right.
All I'll say, I'll give you one hint. He was substituted in the second quarter for an injury.
Yeah. Okay. So this
doesn't
really tell us which team it was from.
No, that doesn't help.
Which club do you like? Richmond or Carlton?
Yeah, I think we lean towards Richmond.
We lean Richmond.
Yeah.
Quick player, fast player. Part of me feels someone like Mitch Morton. But I think he might have been with Sydney. Maybe, because he won the Sydney flag in 2012.
Have you got any other names?
I've got lots of names.
Yeah, throw some names out there.
You could have maybe someone like Robin Nahas would have been floating around then. Maybe even Bowden probably would have been done. A name has just come and I like it. What about Nathan Foley?
Nathan Foley. Now
that seems like the kind of operator that's coming off the bench with a bit of pace.
Oh, we got to lock that in.
Nathan Foley.
Name.
I can tell you now, you have not mentioned the name. It's Kane Lucas.
Kane Lucas for Carlton.
Kane Lucas for Carlton.
Yep.
This is the last question. Now, I did some extensive research to find this one out, and I actually couldn't.
Wow.
So I'm asking for 2 names in this. The question was going to be, who was the last sub activated? I couldn't find it.
When we were doing the old style?
The green vest.
Yeah.
You're right. So you know the era, 2015 was the last year of the green vest. So I'm asking for the last 2 subs, one for each team, that wore the green vest. Not taken off the field.
This
They
is- so this is
wore
the
the
Eagles.
green
They started the
vest.
This is
game.
the Eagles
Yes.
Hawks grand final. And I think that the Hawks player, at least in one of the grand finals, I think is Jonathan Simpkin. But I don't know if that's 13 or 15.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm pretty sure he was the sub, but I think it might have been 13. The Eagles player is the sub.
You want a hint?
The Eagles player, did they sub off Sinclair and sub on Marston? Because Marston rings a bell, but I don't know if they subbed him off. But I reckon they subbed him on.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think
Sinclair
Marston.
off, Marston on, and it was Hale off. And I reckon, I don't know why Simpkin rings a bell to me, but that's all I've got.
Yeah, let's
That's
go
all
with
I've got.
Alright. You're wrong on both
it.
accounts.
Oh,
For West Coast, we've got Matt Rosa.
Oh, the Rosa!
Yeah. For Hawthorn, Matt Suckling.
Oh, the Suckers.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Steve.
Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.